What's up, Juventini? Welcome back to the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It is match day. It is Lecce versus Juve. We are going to get into all of that. First off, though, scary incident and moment in the Fiorentina-Inter match, obviously with Edoardo Bove and his collapse there. The good news is the latest reports, I hope they're true, are that obviously he is breathing on his own and he is conscious. We wish him all the best. Scary situation, and obviously it transcends further beyond the rivalries and the game and the sport itself. So scary moment. The last report was good. We will continue to hope for good reports on the backside of this. So Edoardo Bove there, in bocca al lupo. And yeah, things can change in a heartbeat and life can get scary. All right, so as Giratina 70 says, hug your wife, hug your children, hug your family real tight today. All right, so scary moment there. Now we do get to our game. Okay, Lecce, we talked about it in the preview show. It's got to be a win. But not only that, we need some answers. We need to start getting some answers, and December should be the month to do it for Juventus, okay? We are going to pull up the starting lineup. It is in as we get ready for this match, okay? And there you have it right there. That is your starting 11 for Juventus. It's going to be Perin in goal. Everything is really as expected from top to bottom. Danilo will play as the outside right back. He will wear the captain's armband. You will have Gatti and Kalulu as your center backs. You are set to have Cambiaso on the left outside. Locatelli and Thuram continue. Colt Miners will also be in there as the 10. Will he play it as a 10? Are we going to take advantage of that? Well, interesting news before this game has to do with Yildiz, who is also in the lineup, as you see, Conceição, and of course Weah, who will lead the line. But the news going into this one was that Motta is going to be giving extra freedom to Kenan Yildiz. Let's see if that actually happens in this game. The way he plays his wingers is very wide. That has always been the case. So is he going to break that mold for it? The more natural solution would be to get Yildiz in a central role, but let's see what Motta does. And like I said, this isn't just about winning today. This has to be 3 points for Juventus, but it's about getting some answers that we need. How's the game going to play out? If Lecce wants to park it, if they want to sit back, we need to be able to cause damage, and we need to break them down in the build-up and everything. What is he going to do? What is he going to tweak that sees us do that? We need answers. We need to get the confidence up to go on a run. Again, talking about the month of December. We talked about it on the pregame show there, and we're going to talk about it again here. I'm just going to pull up our month, and we're going to go through this together, everybody, before we get into Lecce's lineup and this matchup, etc. and everything. But this is the month of December for Juventus. We'll get it right up here on screen, okay? And there you have it. So, Lecce today, as you see, next Saturday is going to be Bologna. Then you'll have City on December 11th in Champions League. Then Venezia, literally 3 days later on the Saturday. And then you're going to have a quick turnaround on Cagliari. That's Coppa Italia. And then Monza and Fiorentina. Out of curiosity, everybody in the chat that's dropping in here getting ready for this game today, what do you think the record's going to be for the month of December to finish off the 2024 calendar year for Juventus? Hit me in the chat, everybody, all right? And I am going to take a second while you guys get that ready to say what's up to everybody. De Chiliopa in here. Ciao. Great seeing you in here, my friend, as always. And yes, has to be 3 points today. We've got Miners coming in here. Ciao, ragazzi. Love that little play on words there. Pino in here. Let's go. Ciao, fratemi. Andiamo, ragazzi. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Drop the likes as well. Let's take Pino's advice. Drop the likes while you're in here. Also, I've been hearing that notifications need to be set because for some reason we're not reaching everybody's recommendations to our subscribers and everything. So make sure you hit that bell and turn those notifications on for all our new content. All right. Wing of Winter saying Corto Muso, here we come. Tuna Steak saying hoping at least 4 wins, 1 draw, but it could be 5 draws based on how it's been going. I can tell you right now, everybody, I'm going to go with, out of these 7 games, 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. And to be honest, I'll take it. I'll take it. Adam, holy smokes, from your keyboard here, 7 for 7 to the football gods. May it happen. May it happen. But here's the thing, like we were talking about, you gotta get the job done. This is a big month for December for Juventus to really tack on the points. We cannot slip up, and it starts today. You gotta take care of business, okay? You gotta take care of business at home, Serie, domestically. No matter the run that City's on, etc., they could turn it around in a heartbeat. You got to approach that one still treating it with caution because they still have a very talented side, okay? But Coppa Italia, Cagliari, you've got to advance. Serie, you cannot be drawing even a couple of those. We've got to keep pace, and you've got to take advantage of a very good schedule in December, okay? Yes, the games are tight. They're pretty close to one another. Yes, we've got injuries that we're dealing with. We still have players available that should be able to take care of business in this front, and we have to do so. We have to do so. Today kicks things off with Lecce. Your starting lineup as follows right there for Lecce. This is what we're going to see. Falcone in goal, of course. Gilbert, Gaspar, Baschirotto, Gallo across the back. Koulibaly, Ramadani, Rafia, and then Dorgu, Kristovic, and Morente. And yes, they're going 4-3-3. They were rumored to be playing in a 4-2-3-1. Again, let's see the approach. Even though they're at home, let's see what they bring. I believe they're still not going to be able to control the game with us. The middle of the pitch has been solid, especially with Locatelli and Thuram. We need to find that balance, that harmony, that rhythm, and cause damage in the offensive phase. So we got to see. We got to see. But today, you cannot slip up. And without disrespecting them, okay? Without disrespecting Lecce, this has got to be a victory, okay? If we can do so in convincing fashion, would just bode well going the rest of the way for Juventus, all right? So let's see. Fagioli was rumored to get the start. Obviously, not getting the nod here, and it's pretty much all the regulars, all the usuals. We talked about the young guys that got called into the lineup to round out the squad list. Your bench is as follows: Pinsolio, Di Gregorio, Montero, Alfonso Montero, Jonas Rui, Filippo Panuccio, Ouso, Papadopoulos, and then, of course, Fagioli and Bangula, and then you're going to have Diego Puño rounded out up top. All right, so how many of these guys get into this game? I'll tell you what, the more the better, because then that would mean that we have taken care of business, okay? So let's get it going. Our bench, some Papadopoulos and others. Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. The young guys are in there, but we got to take care of business. Danilo, I thought he was good when called upon with the injury to Savona. And, yeah, let's hope for no mistakes today. Let's hope for straightforward business. But, of course, hey, got to see what happens. But should be able to go into this match and take care of business. Cambiaso on the left. We got to get him involved. He is a key cog for this Juve, especially when we start to create problems in the final third. It does usually involve him getting forward there. And again, is this the idea to get Kenan Yildiz more freedom? Like we heard leading up to this game, that Thiago Motta was going to offer more freedom to Kenan Yildiz. For me, that would come from pushing Cambiaso forward, but not centrally and more on the outside. We're looking at the feed. It's kicking into the game. We've got the graphics here coming up about the head-to-head between these managers. Looking at the crowd on their feet already, getting ready for this matchup. The Lecce fans. We will have some visiting tifosi as well, hopefully loud and proud, urging the team on, and hopefully the team delivers. We do have a little bit of news tidbits coming in to this game, and we will go through that together real quick here. Essentially, when it comes to Danilo, there are no indications of links to other clubs like Marseille, like Napoli, that comes in from Mirko Di Natale. Today on the preview show, we said if we had to bank on anything, he finishes the season out and we say goodbye in the summer. Morten Frendrup could be an option to replace Fagioli, according to Nico Schira. He has already been watched by Juventus scouts. The Dane is a versatile midfielder capable of filling in multiple positions in both a two-man pivot and a midfield three. There are numerous clubs interested in Frender, but there is an excellent relationship between Juventus and Genoa. The Bianconeri would like to set up a loan plus obligation to buy somewhere between 15 and 16 million euros, but Genoa want 20 million euros. So for those, I did see a lot of comments on that post stating that why would you sell Fagioli even if it's capital gain at 25 million euros, because you're going to have to spend practically that to bring in another player. That's not exactly how it works in football finances, because of course if we sold Fagioli, 25 million capital is big in one shot to go towards the books. Whatever the purchase price is on a player incoming, it's spread out as far as the annual hit throughout the course of the contract. So it actually isn't just straight across. You've gained 25 and spent 20, so you only come away with 5. That's not how it works against the books. The 25 capital would hit your books. And then if you sign somebody for 16 million euros, he's on a 4 mil a year contract, it's going to be 4 million. So, yeah, it's interesting what they're going to do. And Nico Schira also says it's not a mystery that there is foreign interest in Nicolo Fagioli, whose sale could bring that capital gain for Juve. The midfielder has lost his place in Thiago Motta's setup and has recently seemingly lost his place with the national team as well. He could bring in around 25 million euros. I still say, and I stand firm on this when it comes to Nicolo Fagioli, it is too early. It's too early. We shouldn't be rushing this, especially not for January moves. I think we need to pump the brakes on that one. Another tidbit, Sam Bukama is increasingly sought after on the market. The Bologna defender is liked by Juventus, but apparently also the likes of Inter and Real Madrid. He is valued at 18 million euros, but that's destined to go up given his performances, and that's coming in from Sky Sport. All right. That is the news bits leading up into this game. All right. So we are all up to date and all taken care of together. Apex jumping in here. Great to see you in here as always, my friend. Getting ready for this match. And hopefully getting ready for a win. And then we're going to tackle it tomorrow. Myself and Omer on the post-match. Just the two of us. Going to have some fun. Yes, Alex P. Great to see you in here, amico. Ciao, ciao. Let's go, lads. We need some wins in a row. Starts here. Absolutely. Forza Juve. Ciao. Great seeing you in here. Reminder, everybody, get those likes. And a reminder to all of our AJC Army, turn those notifications on, okay? Because I've been hearing we're not hitting the recommended list, even for our AJC Army faithful, okay? So, yeah, do yourself a favor and do that so you don't miss out on any of the content. Also, Storm the Barn is in full effect today at any point in time, and I'm going to pull it in immediately, all right? So have no fear. We don't need a set time for Storm the Barn. Storm the Barn is just freewheeling, shoot from the hip at any moment in time. And this is even throughout the match. And we'll tackle it on the fly. Let's have some fun today. All right, Lecce fans, we're looking at them. Hopefully we can bring some tears to their eyes. Let's go. De Chiliopa wasting no time with the first Storm the Barn of this watch along. Is Luis already failed and should be sold? I don't think so, because we just haven't seen him enough. It's failing so far, but as far as saying legit failed, my God, we haven't seen the guy nearly enough. And as I said today, I fail to believe a guy that played in the manner he did for like 2 seasons straight at Villa has dropped off so suddenly out of nowhere. I'm going to say no. It's failing so far, but I can't. And especially not to sell now, because you've taken nothing. There is no amortization on the price that we brought him in for. You almost have to give it another shot, unless you get lucky and you've got a deal that offers you some type of out with minimal hit. Then you could probably think about it, and the player's will is going to come to effect, and that's what the root of a lot of the latest rumors is that he's actually requesting to go back to England. We have to wait and see. But I can't say it's already failed. It's definitely not off to a good start. But we look at the teams. They're getting set to come out here. We got Lecce. We got Juve. And like I said, it's not just about winning today. It's about getting some answers. Hopefully, Motta and Juve deliver, and we can get these answers. Talked about the official today for today's match. Antonio Rapuano has done a lot of Serie B matches. 102 there, with an average of 5.3 yellows per game. 31 red cards dished out in those 102 appearances. 24 PKs. In Serie, he's officiated 48 matches with a yellow per game average of 4.9, 17 red cards in those 48 appearances, 18 PKs. Oh, let's go. Best signing so far. Love this one. It's got to be between Chico Conceição and Kalulu. And my God, to be honest, that's a tough split, because we've had to bank and rely on Kalulu at the back, especially with Bremer going down. But where would this offense be without the electric performances of Chico Conceição? I'm going to have to give him a tie there and say both of them right now are straight up level for it. You know? And yes, Forza Eduardo again, reminder, scary situation in that Inter-Fiorentina match, but hope for the best. I gotta say draw here, Chico and Kalulu. It's tough, but a lot of guys going with Chico, Wing of Winter, Chico. Dominique saying Kalulu. Tuna Steak saying, oh yeah, Kalulu too. Jack Crispy, Chico for sure. Yeah, it's between those two, that's for sure. Everybody, predictions. Hit me with your predictions and let me know where in the world you are tuning into this watch along. All right, let's go. Let me have it. Where are you tuning in from? My prediction, you guys know it. First of all, FC25 simulation 0-0. Wing of Winter's going with FC25. FC25 hasn't beaten Berto yet. I'm going 2-0. Yes, Kaushik, the same as me, 2-0. Jack Crispy 1-0. I'm going 2-0. A midfielder scores today, and we get a goal on a set piece. We got to get going. Come on. Bashirotto, Danilo with the handshakes, the 2 6s. Exchanging the flags. Danilo seemed confused, like he was supposed to be part of that picture there. Saitama the boy. Juve 2, Lecce 0. Love from Italy. There we go. 3-0 St. Petersburg. Let's go. JB, I know you're in Baltimore, brother. Sweaty one. 1-0. There you go. 2-0. Ciao tutti, ciao. Show you 10 edits. Alessandro 2-0. 1-0 red card for Lecce, and Weah is the goal scorer. Okay. All right, everybody. We're getting ready for kickoff here. We're not far off. Let's go. Let's take care of business. And we're off, everybody. We got kickoff. Lecce and Juve. Juve in possession to start things off. Locatelli to Cambiaso all the way back to Gatti. Now to Danilo. Switching it back for Kalulu. Like I said, I expect Juve to heavily dominate possession in this one. Cambiaso splitting a couple Lecce players over to Gatti. Carries forward to the halfway line. Drops it for Danilo. We'll be dominating possession. How comfortably do we create and find chances in this one? What do we do to switch things up? So far, Cope Miners and Thuram advance ahead of Locatelli. Ball dropped in over the top, headed back to Falcone easily. The rumors going into this one was Motta was going to try to find Yildiz freedom and get him roaming around more and not just hugging the left side. Let's see if any of this plays out. If I had to guess, I think he's going to go almost a flat 3 midfield, but push both Cope Miners and Thuram as box to box. And there we go, turned around, just couldn't hit Chico in stride to run at Lecce. Baschirotto in possession. And he's going to switch it around. Now they're waiting, giving orders. Gaspar on it. Koulibaly dropping back, playing it to Gilbert. Oh, back. Weah could try to intercept this one. Played in there. Cope trying to get a foot onto that. Can't win it. Lecce trying to push forward here. They find Dorgu, who's going to be a tricky customer and will be an interesting one to watch. Player that's gaining a lot of attention and apparently Juve's attention. Dorgu. So let's see. Ciao, Dan. Great to see you in here, my friend. 2-0 to Juve, I think. I hope you were right, my friend. Ciao, Anish. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Collins, we will see. We will see. All right. 2 minutes, 22 seconds in. Kalulu carrying this one forward up the left flank. Dorgu gives him a little bump for his troubles, waiting for the late pass over to Gatti. Gatti now over to Chico, but he's moving backwards towards Danilo. Will play it to him. Ciao, Sweaty. Great seeing you in here. Motta already shouting orders from the side. Trying to set things up. Didn't like something he saw. Gilbert on this for the throw-in. Headed back towards the middle by Locatelli. Thuram heads it. And it's out for a throw. Quickly taken by Lecce. And Gatti working with Dorgu all over his back there. Slides it forward for Cambiaso. And Cambiaso bombing up the left. Flicks it on for Yildiz here. Into Thuram. Over to Gatti. And now we switch it around. Kalulu now on the right side of the pitch. He's going to carry the space he has. In for Weah, who's dropped back to show for. Out to Chico. In for Danilo. Back to Locatelli. Over to Cambiaso. To Yildiz. To Cambiaso. To Locatelli. Back outside for Thuram, who finds himself on the left flank. Played inside for Yildiz. That's nicely done. Oh. Decent little dribbles. Beats 1-2 guys. Nobody moving forward. Everybody kind of flat-footed and watching. And then Yildiz takes a touch too far. It goes to the feet of Falcone. 4 minutes, 22 seconds in. 0-0. And Falcone taking his sweet time getting this thing back into play. Suarez, that's a great prediction. Just win, please. I feel you 100%, my friend. 100%. Just win. All right, Lecce in tight there on the right flank for them. Trying to work it up the pitch and easily swallowed up by Juventus. Locatelli playing it back for Kalulu. Plays it forward for Chico. He's got to go back to Danilo. Back to Kalulu here. Now over to Gatti. Cambiaso's going to drop back to his left to collect. He will. And now he switches it up for Kalulu. This is good. At least moving Lecce around side to side. Trying to free up some space. Quite a bit of smoke there. Looking like a Snoop Dogg concert for a second here. At least on that right flank for Juve. Yildiz cuts in there. That's a good ball. Oh my God. How does that stay out? Oh my God. That's a tap in on a good low hard cross in from Yildiz. And I don't understand how that can't just go in. Great ball. Oh my God. Off his touch, off the post, and then just off the feet of the guys in tight. That's crazy. That is crazy. Should be 1-0 there. But let's go. Let's not wait another 6 minutes to create an opportunity. Let's go. Pick it up. Get that ball back and go. Like I said, no disrespect to these guys, but you really got to take it to them. Cambiaso wins the long ball played forward. Back to Perin. He's taking his time before sliding it out for Gatti. He's just going to go over to Danilo. Back to Perin. Has Kalulu to his left. We'll play it to him. Now up for Cambiaso. In the Locatelli. Who's going to switch it up for Danilo there. Out to Chico. Still can't quite turn, but he does just enough to open up a little bit. Locatelli was closed down. Plays it to Danilo. He'll go back to Gatti. And again, a lot of possession, a lot of control from Juve, as expected. Trying to work their way forward here. Moving Lecce around a decent amount right now, but like I said, got to get advanced, got to create problems. Kalulu to Cambiaso, back to Kalulu. Now he's going to switch it all the way for Danilo to the right. In the Locatelli. Now over to Yildiz. Oh, and look at that. There's a little sign of a little bit of freedom there for Yildiz. Bailed out on the wing. Moved over there to collect on the left. Now slotted back out to the wing. So we're starting to see. Look at the bodies forward too. What do we talk about that? Oh, Chico. Giving a little bit of shove. Enough to push him out of that byline. Okay. 5 guys in the area there. What do we talk about against Villa? And I showed you the still frames. We had like 2 guys against 6 defenders. You're not going to cause damage without committing to the attack. So a few things we're seeing already. Yildiz breaking free of the chains and the shackles to the left flank. Already moving around quite a bit more. And you're seeing bodies forward. Cope Miners and Thuram both playing advanced of Locatelli there as box to box. Foul earned there by Yildiz. Free kick. Let's see if we can get a set piece goal here. We're due. Danilo to the outside for Chico. Trying to open himself up to maybe take the player on. Tight coverage there. He opts out. Inside to Locatelli. Now slotted over for Kalulu. He's going to go to Yildiz. It's at Yildiz' feet, cutting in. Over to Thuram, back to Kalulu. Over to Thuram. To Locatelli. Switches it over for Danilo. Now outside for Chico. And he's set up to go at the defenders. Takes him to the right. Cross. This is a high one. Going to the back post. Falcone. Looked like he was going to take it on and then bailed out. And Cambiaso doing well there to see this one out. It's going to be a throw-in for Juventus. We immediately get possession back. Quickly taken in for Wea. And the ref blows it dead. Saying he wants it redone. Cambiaso retakes. This time back to Kalulu. Locatelli. Over to Cambiaso. Over to Kalulu. Just a ton of possession. Trying to find lanes. Trying to find avenues. Yildiz breaking free of the flank here. Going central again. Now popping back out to the left flank. Over to Danilo. Gatti. Back to Perin. Danilo plays it back for Cope Miners, who's dropped back to collect. Now over to Kalulu. To Cambiaso. Little exchange there between the two of them. And Kalulu, tries to go in there for Yildiz. Pass was a little bit off. Enough to get Lecce to challenge there. They do win it back. Play it all the way back to their keeper, Falcone. Couple touches now to the outside with Gaspar. Back to Falcone again. Ooh. Dangerous little touch. But he does get it out. Lecce's got a little bit of space. That was Gallo. Now into Morente. Cross in. Ooh, miss hit there from Kalulu. But it does fall to Perin. And Perin trying to send Chico immediately. That's cut off. And now Lecce back in possession. Rafia goes back to Gilbert. Now to Dorgu. Tries to play it in for Kristovic. And that backheel pass. Swallowed up by Gatti. Back to Kalulu. Over to Perin. And out. Come on. Let's get this ball back. Thuram finds himself on the right side of the pitch now. Cope Miners on the left. Gilbert over to Rafia. Exchange between the two of them. Juve in their defensive shell. Now Gallo. Trying to send a through ball there. It's way too far. Way too far for Morente there. Come on, let's go. Juve's going to get the ball back here. Kicking things off with a goal kick. Gatti just rolls it in front of Perin. He's going to play it forward for Cambiaso. Little pass out to the left for Kalulu. Has some space in front of him. Cope Miners hugging that left flank now. Yildiz has moved in centrally. Gatti to Danilo. Switching it up for Cambiaso. Trying to settle this. He's going to carry forward. Hits the halfway line. Little touch inside for Yildiz. Oh, played back for Cambiaso. He just missed the one-touch pass on the outside for Cope Miners. So, interesting little rotations here that we're seeing amongst the players. See some ideas coming through to try and help us. But still, so far only one opportunity created by Juve. It was a dangerous one. Should have been 1-0. Still have no idea how that one stays out, but nonetheless, let's see. Got to push a little more. Lecce starting to get some possession back. Still heavy in favor of Juve at 67%. Like I said, one attempt, and it was a big chance. Off the low hard cross from Yildiz. Juve back in possession now. Locatelli over to Gatti. In for Thuram. Over to Danilo. And he's going to switch this up for Kalulu. Has Cambiaso to his left. Plays it over to him. He's going to take a look forward. Dorgu's all over him. Earns a foul there. Quickly takes it. Drops it for Danilo. Played forward for Thuram. Thuram trying to send a through ball there for Chico. It is cut off easily by Gallo. Back to Falcone. Over to Gaspar. Played into the middle for Raffia. Little 1-2 there. Actually nicely done by Lecce. And look at that. They're off to the races. Yildiz has dropped back to help slow things down. It's out to Dorgu. Played forward here, but Cambiaso is going to take care of that. And then, for good measure, Kalulu cleans it up, sends it out for a throw-in. And Juve can regroup defensively, get into their assignments. 15-minute mark, 0-0. Gilbert set to take this one for Lecce. Exchange between him and Dorgu. Dorgu plays it on the carpet all the way to the back, and Chico intercepts this. He's off to the races. Slows up. Oh, that's a good shot off the post. Chico. Oh, my goodness. That's 2 posts on 2 shots. Oh, my goodness, you guys. Please tell me it's not going to be one of those days. Chico had options too. I think he had Yildiz just standing there. They tried to come back. Bashiroto actually loses his footing, goes down. But Chico tries to curl this one in. One hopper, beats Falcone, but doesn't beat the post. Square off the post, coming back out, and Lecce gets to clear. Yeah, we gotta bury here. Come on. 2 off the post. Here's Yildiz. Oh, trying to quickly send this one out, but deflects off 2 Lecce players, goes out for throwing. Ramadani, one of them. Ramp it up. Keep going, you guys. 2 shot attempts, 2 posts. God, the odds of that even happening are so slim. Let's go. Gatti to Cope Miners, out to Kalulu. Cambiaso at the left flank will collect. Just goes back to Kalulu. Locatelli, hands up, telling everybody to calm down. I disagree. Get going. Score a goal. This team is ripe for the pickings here. Come on. Over to Gatti. Inside for Wea. Oh, that touch was heavy, but he does save it. Cope Miners now. Over to Locatelli. And Locatelli left-footed, trying to hit Thuram. Thuram chests it down, tries to send it over Yildiz's way, but it's way too high. 17 minutes, 10 seconds, 0-0. 2 posts. Madonna, you guys. Naja, we should be winning 1-0 already. Oh, yeah. Could be 2-0. Both off the post there. Come on. Forza Juve. Oh, my fucking God. Bro. Tell me about it, everybody. We're just waiting for the floodgates to open, and these chances just don't fall. It's hilarious. I do like a few of the ideas I'm seeing. Oh, that touch Raffia looked like on the way out, but ref says no. It's going to be Lecce throw. I like some of the ideas here. I need a little more aggression to get out in front. Thrown into the middle here. Koulibaly. Going to send it to the outside. And Thuram comes in nicely to help win it. Oh. Oh, man. Earns a good foul there. Good dribbling. And he gets a yellow. Koulibaly's going to get the yellow on that challenge on Thuram. Looked like he was going to do a little too much to Ram there, and he might have done too much, but he comes out with the dribble. Sometimes it looks awkward, and he just keeps trucking and trucking and trucking. To the back for Gatti. Pressure's coming, but he finds Kalulu. Back to Cambiaso, now back to Gatti. Has Locatelli there. But he's held it. Just wait. And the pressure relieves itself. Now Locatelli on the right, carrying forward. Back to Gatti. Out to Locatelli. And he's launching it, trying to send Chico here. Chico chests it down. Cuts inside. Gotta find somebody, man. Out to Cambiaso. Great run from Cambiaso. Dished off for Weah. The shot, it's blocked. It's gonna go out for a corner kick. Nice little run from Cambiaso. Weaving his way through traffic. And then sending it out for Weah, who took a nice step back just to open himself up for a shot. Colt Miners set to take this. Corner kick. I had a call of a set-piece goal finally for Juve. Came close at Villa Park through Chico. Let's see if we get one here. In-swinger from Cope. There's a delivery. Holy, that's got heat and going back post. Chico can't keep that one in play. Yeah, that thing was moving. That's a lot of heat and going back post there. Goal kick's taken in. They just rolled it to Falcone. Light pressure coming. Very light from Weah. Played out to Bachirotto. Gallo. Played inside for Kristovic. Gatti all over him. Trying to take a piece of the fabric there on that shirt. Played out to the side. That's going to be a throw-in for Juve. Too much for Morente to try and keep in. Locatelli on it. Inside for Thuram. Back to Locatelli. Now out to Chico. Back for Danilo's. Got space ahead of him there. Turns inside for Locatelli. Over to Thuram. Now Yildiz gets it. He could turn. Oh, that's a good ball in. Oh my God. That's a great ball for Colt Miners. He just can't get a foot to it. Nice read from Yildiz. Nice look. Come on. We got to get a goal here, everybody. Come on. 22 minutes. Long ball sent well far in advance of Morente. Easily going to Perin. We collect to Kalulu. At Locatelli's feet now. As he carries towards the halfway line. Feints left. Switches it back for Gatti to the right. In to Colt Miners, who now quickly goes to the outside. Left for Kalulu. To Cambiaso. Back to Kalulu. Over for Gatti. He's going to go back for Perin. Perin now to Kalulu. Come on, let's go. Let's find this goal. Find this goal, take this lead. And then you could control things. Force them to try and get something out of this thing. Or just keep controlling, dominating possession, and maybe find another one. We seem to be dangerous every time we do get in their third. We just got to get there quicker. Let's go. Locatelli over for Cambiaso. Oh, great ball up for Thuram. Trying to skin him a little too much, man. Find your players. We did have 3 or 4 bodies in the area there. I seriously think... Oh, great challenge from Luca. Thuram coming in to help clean up too. Cambiaso now quickly over for Colt Miners. He's going to turn, drop it for Danilo. Out to Chico Conceição. The double team comes over to help. You have to double team there. Oh, tries to get that crossover. Here's Danilo with a quick cross. Flicked on. Falls to Yildiz at back post. Into Thuram. Oh, there you go. Chico. Rebound. Weah. Offside. Damn it. Oh. That's way better, though, everybody. Way better. What did I talk about at that Villa game? No bodies in the area. All our players miles apart. Now what are we doing? Everybody's close together. He's seemingly using both midfielders as box-to-box guys. We're getting Thuram further up the pitch. It helps balance. It helps get players close together. The mids are getting closer to Weah. It's making a lot more sense. We just have to do everything faster. We're still slow. That's all. Everything's good. The movement's good. The ideas are good. It's just too slow. I did say this about Weah, or not Weah, excuse me, Thuram. If Thuram figures out the final third, this guy's going to be ridiculous, okay? So they did give it a check. It is offside. It is still 0-0, okay? 25-minute mark, 0-0. We keep searching for that breakthrough. 2 posts and a called back goal. Please, please, let's not be cursed today. You can only hold on for so long in games like this. Juve's got to find the breakthrough. Yildiz wins the ball back, sends it to Locatelli. Carrying it forward. He wants Chico to go long, but he wasn't moving, so he opts out and goes to Thuram. Thuram to Luca. Now forward for Thuram. Oh my God. Tried to send Weah, who would have been off to the races, but Thuram puts it off his heel. That's okay. It's way better. It's way better. Like I said, just got to pick up the tempo. But the ideas are there. The movement's good. You know. Inside, Colt Miners applying pressure on Raffia here. 2-8's going at it. He can only go back to Bachirotto. It's going to go back to Gaspar. Gilbert and Gaspar exchange. Lecce just trying to regroup. Hang on to the ball for a bit. 26 minutes, 30 seconds in. And Juve dominating possession at 68%. 3 total attempts. 1 big chance out of there. And a goal called back. And twice off the woodwork. Oh. Ooh. Dorgu going for something acrobatic. Cambiasso using the body to protect our goal there. Little bit of a shove there. After his chest goes high up. Kalulu playing this up for Thuram. Thuram's got a battle to win that. He does so well. He's so strong. Cambiasso off to the races. Little bit too much there. Pressure on Bachirotto from Weah. And Morente keeps it in. No, he does not. It's going to be a throw-in for Juventus. See, when Cambiasso makes those runs like that, I want to see Yildiz start to go towards goal. He stays wide outside there. And it's really going to do us no good. Uh-oh. Dorgu, pressure on... Oh, and then gets a foul on Kalulu there. Kalulu into Locatelli. Slotted over for Danilo. Dugatti to Kalulu. Out to Danilo. Back to Kalulu. Cambiasso and Kalulu exchange. And again. Cambiaso can look forward now. But he eats it. Goes inside for Locatelli. Back out to Kalulu. It's too slow. And like I said, they've made their defensive lines now. So you got to get it out of there. Those exchanges are useless between Cambiaso and Kalulu. And it's far too slow and they're set. So you got to switch out to the opposite side and then do something faster. Magical realism, 82. Higher tempo. And we crack them. Yeah, we got to pick up the tempo. That's for sure. And now Dorgu switches this one out. Gallo is going to take this one in stride. Play it forward for Morente, and Danilo eats that one up. It's going to be a Lecce throw-in. Gallo quickly takes it. Throws it back. Bashirotto directing. Over to Gaspar. Now to Gilbert. Misses Rafia, but Dorgu's there. Taking on Cambiaso and Yildiz. Dropping it back. Koulibaly. To Rafia. Back to Koulibaly. Gaspar to Bashirotto. Here comes the pressure. Now switched outside for Gallo. Into the middle. Kristovic allowed to turn. And Danilo gets a foot in. Now for Luca. Oh, tried to hit Weah. That's cut off. And then Danilo with a great cut off there on a through ball. Locatelli now. Moving forward to Thuram. His touch leads him a little too far. He loses it. Look at the work. Cambiaso coming in, helping out the mids. Somebody's going to have to cover on the outside. Kalulu's been dragged out there now on Dorgu. Played inside. Gatti now has to move out for Koulibaly. And the cross is a terrible one behind Pettin's goal. We'll be able to regroup through the goal kick. 31 minutes in. 0-0. Oh, I got to get the tempo up, lads. To Swarit's question, yes, that is Hamza Rafia that was in our program and setup. That is the same Rafia. Oh, nicely done by Cope Miners. Finding Kalulu. He's off to the races. Yildiz to his left. Plays it out there to him. Come on, quick. Laid off. Tried to lay it off for Cope Miners. Cambiaso recovers. Danilo outside to Chico. Oh, he's lined up. He could take Gallo on. There's a cross. Go into the back post. Head it out. We'll be able to recover through Cambiaso. Oh, that's a great through ball. Yildiz in deep. Oh, on the cross. Partially blocked by Gaspar and Falcone. And they close it off. That's better. Like I said, everything's got to be a little bit quicker, but it's good. It's good. It's just got to be quicker. Alex Juve saying, good game so far, ragazzi. It's a matter of time. Swarit, Cambiaso on fuego. And Lecce's out of sorts. They're just trying to maintain possession for the sake of maintaining it. Kristovic, errant pass there, and now we recover possession. Locatelli with a touch back to Danilo after the throw. Gatti on it. Has Kalulu there to the left. He's right at the half dot. Over to Cambiaso. Back over for Gatti. Got to get the movement here. So Cope Miners has dropped back now, and this kind of breaks things up as far as us being able to break the lines. Because you're supposed to be playing those two as box-to-box. Thuram is advanced. Now he's on it. And one pass, it's out to Yildiz. And he's off to the races. Little touch in for Thuram. Oh, just misses Cope Miners, who would have had a chance to have a crack on goal. Oh. It's better. It's just not sharp. And just not quick enough. You know? It's better. Just got to be quicker. And that sharpness. Just got to get that sharpness kicking up. Let's go. Dorgu heads it. Locatelli heads it back to Kalulu. That one was a problem, but he deals with it. Inside to Cambiaso. Oh, Cambiaso. My goodness, and he's off. And he keeps going. Oh, hit to a knee settle from Kalulu. Of all guys. Locatelli and Cope-Miners with an exchange. And there's Locatelli spraying it out for Yildiz. Headed back into the middle for Thuram. Out to Cambiaso. To Locatelli. Oh, that's a good ball in for Thuram. Little touch into Weah, but he overran it. Oh, guys, like I said, it's good. It's just not sharp. Here we go. Here's some pressure. Yildiz. Oh, runs in. Tries to have a shot. It's blocked. Raffia trying to survive here. And the pressure all over them. It can only try and go route one. Locatelli in there. Little heel. Settle. In for Cope-Miners. Trying to get the turn here. High boots everywhere. Cope-Miners going to get called on it. Ugh. 35 minutes, 21 seconds. It's 0-0. It feels like Juve's starting to ramp things up here, but again, we're still waiting for the breakthrough. 2 posts and a goal called back. That's sharpness. You guys doing a good job too. Apex calling out Cambiaso on that, needing to hit that through ball at the start of that run there. And that hesitation and that switch through. Cambiaso trying to hit that one back in towards Yildiz. Doesn't happen. We really are football legends, Sun FC, Thuram, Weah, Conceição, and Montero. Too bad we got rid of Fede. Morente cutting back here. Little passes here and there that we're just errant with. Like I said, the movement's good. The ideas are good. Everything's there. Just the sharpness. Here's a cross in from Guibert. Perin comes out, collects it quickly, throws it out for Danilo. He's going to carry this one forward. See if he can lead a drive. Plays it out for Chico. Chico cuts in now. Past Gallo. Now he's going to switch it out to Kalulu. One touch pass out to Cambiaso on the left. Plays it inside for Yildiz. To Thuram. And we slow it down for Kalulu here. To Locatelli. Played out to Danilo's. Got space. And look at Lecce parking that thing at the back there. 6. Straight across the back. Into Thuram. Great ball. Is there a handball there? Nothing. Locatelli with a great line-breaking pass to Thuram there. Like I said, everybody, if Thuram can figure out the final third, guy's going to be a unit. Out to Danilo. Into Cope-Miners. Now out to Kalulu. To Danilo. Back to Kalulu. Juve starting to squeeze here. Back for Locatelli. Has a shot and that's blocked. It's going to go out for a corner kick. Interesting rotation there as well because Cope-Miners had dropped back and Locatelli ended up switching and getting advanced. Thuram on the other side. Oh, that's not going to be called for a handball. Hard done by there because it's his partner shot right out there and his arm's in a natural position, to be fair. 38 minutes, 26 seconds. Here comes a cross. It's going to be Cope-Miners. Hopefully a better delivery than the first. Curl it in. Falcone punches it out. Back to Cambiaso. Oh, his touch was brutal. Then he gets a foul there. A yellow? How is that a yellow? Oh, my goodness. I don't understand how that's a yellow, but okay. Like, it's a foul. It's not a yellow. Bang, bang, play for the ball? Jeez. Harsh. Harsh in my opinion. Long ball sent forward. Oh, Dorgu using his body very well against Cambiasso, but here comes the cavalry as Yildiz comes in to help. Switched out for Gilbert. Koulibaly to Bashiroto. Played forward. Here's Morente crossing this one in, trying to find Kristovic all over the back. Oh, Jesus, Cambiasso. That's a handball there. That's a handball there by Lecce's player. Come on there. Let's go, officials. Pay attention. That was sketchy from Cambiasso. Oof. Kristovic all over that thing, and we're doing tiki-taka with Perin back there. Giving me a heart attack. Bashiroto moving this forward for Lecce. Out to Gallo. Morente dropping back to collect. There he is. We really do have to take the lead here. We really do have to take the lead. Played outside. Bashiroto now out to Gilbert. It's going to have Rafia there. And Lecce now just keeping some possession. Trying to keep it for a bit. All the way back to Falcone. Juve can push forward a bit, but not aggressively. They're just maintaining their shape here. Falcone is going to pop this one centrally up top. Little bit of a arm shove there from Gatti on Kristovic. And Cambiasso collects. Now back for Kalulu, and Juve can regain possession here and try to build something up again. Try to strike before half. Try to take this lead in a game we really should be at least 1 goal up right now, if not 2. Perin. Out to Gatti. To Danilo. In for Colt Miners. Plays it on the carpet for Perin. Inside for Cambiasso to Colt Miners. Felt the press was going to come, but they did lay off. Little exchange there. Colt Miners and Gatti. Now Cambiasso on it. Switching it out. Danilo back inside for Cambiasso. Twisting and turning. Get this ball out to the outsides. Come on. Cambiasso applies pressure, gets it, and can't send anybody through twice over. Getting it cut out, can't spring Conceição, who was gone. Here we go, ball inside, Kristovic settles. And there it is, one time, and that's deflected out for a corner. Unless they called it handball. Oh, yeah, I believe he called it back for handball. He called it back for handball. Did Raffia just try to no-look strike that thing? Jesus. Bold. Perin looking to launch this. And he does. And Yildiz can't get there. It's going to go straight out there for Lecce throw. Probably facing a 0-0 draw going into halftime. And the blood pressure will rise. The blood pressure will rise. Kalulu battling Kristovic here. Goes back for Dorgu. Inside for Koulibaly. And Koulibaly turning. To Gilbert. To Gaspar. Bashirotto. Gets feinted and Gaspar goes back to Gilbert. Raffia out to the right flank. Turning back, they go all the way back to Falcone. Cope Miner's calling everybody up. It's too easy. They play... Oh, my goodness. Kalulu does cut that out nicely. Oh, Cambiaso. Come on, man. Hot start to this game, but Cambiaso making some questionable plays. Throwing some muffins left, right, and center here. Sharpen up. Sharpen up. Closing in on the 45-minute mark here. That press is way too loose and soft from Juve. It's got to be tighter. It's got to be quicker. Way too easy for Lecce to play out there. We got the 45th minute mark. There's only 1 minute of extra time. Look at this pass to the outside. Cambiaso has to do everything in his power just to keep it from going out for a throw-in. Come on. Locatelli now trying to spray this one out for Chico Conceição. Their chests it down, trying to go beyond, but Bachirotto comes in. And that's going to be trouble for Falcone, and it goes out. It's a Juve throw. Try to put the squeeze on here, you guys. Come on. Try to get some here. To the outside, Danilo. Into Chico. Out to Locatelli. Back out to Thuram. Back to Loca. Now to Cope Miners. There you go. Up forward for Yildiz. Oh, that's a good ball. Headed out by Gaspar. Locatelli heads it back in, but can't find Wea. This will shut down the half. Oh, all right. All right. And there we go. And there we go. So, 0-0, everybody. 0-0. 0-0. FC 25 simulation. Told you. Blood pressure's going to rise. 0-0 at half, everybody. Not that dire, okay? But we have to... It feels like it's always something. You can't have... Today, you know, as opposed to other games, we were lacking the movement, okay? Now, all of a sudden, you got good movement. You have good ideas, right ideas in terms of what we're trying to do. It's just too slow. Now you don't have the tempo. It's too slow. Too easy. The press is still not in sync. The press was strong for us at the start of the season. It's supposed to be one of the main points out of Malta's philosophy, but the press has been weak. Weak. Way too easy for Lecce to relieve pressure and get out of those situations. We cannot sustain pressure. It's not helping the matter for offense. In terms of the ideas, what he's doing in the midfield, I do like it. Getting Cope Miners and Thuram both advanced, not just one out of the two. I called this out. We're getting bodies forward in around the area. Yildiz had a little bit of freedom there. Looked like he was going to break free a lot, but for the most part, hasn't been too much. Hasn't been too much. Yeah, it's a lot of the same. Juve dominating possession at 62%. Lecce got one attempt that entire half, so we're not giving our opponents anything. But for us, one big chance created out of 5 attempts. You've got the woodwork twice. It's the same thing. You still got to push. You have to have that urgency. You have this team, this Lecce side, I told you guys, it's for the taking. It's not dire. It's not the worst. But you gotta find the breakthrough. So second half, I want to see that intensity come through. I see a storm the barn in there. I told you guys, always storm the barn. We'll fire away immediately. Very disappointed with Cope Miners. This is Swati. Thoughts? I feel we should be a bit critical of Big Cope. I'm going to be quite honest. It's not one guy. Like, I can break down Thuram multiple times in the final third in that first half, because he's the one getting in those positions and getting the ball the way this game played out. Chico's flank had it a lot less than Yıldız's flank. And that's going to switch from game to game sometimes. You know, one guy's going to be hotter than the next. Right now, Yıldız's flank is getting the majority of the action. So that's calling in Thuram. Thuram's got moments at his feet. He's got to do a little bit better. Cambiasso started off that half red hot towards the end. Made some questionable decisions after doing everything right to lead those runs and make those weaving maneuvers. I'm not going all in on Kobe Myers. He had a couple spots, made a good run that Yıldız almost hit him on. We missed him again. That was Thuram missing a very close ball. He's probably 6 feet away from Kobe Myers there, who's going to probably one-time hit that, even if it's on his right foot. I really don't see individuals in general being the issue. A couple of things that are signs of that is what we're doing today, how we're using both midfielders, Thuram and Kobe Myers, and how we're getting bodies forward. But again, the urgency is not there. The urgency is not there, and the sharpness in the final third isn't there. This also comes from a couple of things. Weah up top, who is not naturally up top there. I still say a guy with better touch, like Yıldız, it'll break things open for us a little bit better. Okay? I'm telling you, it'll break things up a little bit better for us. That's my personal belief. Reminder, everybody, while you're in here, get the likes. Keep the Storm the Barn going. I'm going to hit you with the ratings coming out of that first half. 6.7 for Perin. Not a lot of work there. Faced one attempt. What are we talking about here? Danilo, 6.9. No mistakes. Couple good interventions. Keep it simple. Gatti, 6.6. Kalulu, 7. Cambiasso, 6.7. And a yellow card. Locatelli, 7. Thuram, 6.7. Conceição, 6.9. Kobe Myers, 6.4. Weah, 6.5. Yıldız, 7.1. Kobe Myers got on the ball 21 times. Conceição 24 times. Yıldız 26 times. I felt like Yıldız got on the ball way more than those other guys, but I don't know. I see some good signs in there. It's still just a little too slow. That's all. And the sustained pressure ain't going to amount to much if we don't pick up the press. The press is loose. The press is sloppy. At this stage of the game, what are we, 16 games into the season? Something like that. The press should be in unison, and it should be together. Okay? And this is an interesting shout coming in from Paulo. Ciao, by the way. Fagioli in for Thuram. And sit him above Kobe Myers and Luca, ? No, I think keep doing the same thing. We're dominating possession. We don't need a two-man pivot in this game. You're fine, and you've got this thing in control and on lockdown. Play the two box-to-boxes and get them advanced. Break the lines. We have been breaking the lines well. It's that sharpness and quickness in the final third, and we're unable to find each other. Thuram had a through ball he could have sent Weah on, hits the back of his heel. He had Weah just inside of him. Weah overran the pass. Thuram missed Kobe Myers just at the top of the area. Would have had it on the one time. It's just sharpness and it's just clicking. But this is one of the things why I've been frustrated leading up to this point. Because if Mota would have tried some of these things earlier and played in this fashion earlier, we probably could have had better sharpness at this moment. It's just a thought. But I'm okay bringing Fagioli in. Okay? But you got to keep it the same for me. And get those two advanced. Let's see. Storm the Barn. Keep it going. Keep it going. Belo saying, I don't like that only Danilo wants to break lines. with passes when Kalulu and Gatti have the ball all the time. I'm going to be quite honest. I want Kalulu and Gatti to find Cambiaso or Locatelli, who are both breaking the lines very well today in this game. Let's get it to those guys and let's get this ball moving. I'll be quite honest. Locatelli has been breaking the lines in this game very, very well. He's been doing very well this season. I don't need the defenders to be honest, especially in a game like this where you're dominating possession and the pressure is very low from Lecce. Lecce is not doing much. The wall is at the back, but to be honest, compared to the other games where we've faced low blocks, we've looked the best out of all the matches against low blocks in this one. We're incredibly unfortunate to not be up potentially by 2 goals in this one. But again, don't take your foot off the throttle. Moments, managing moments, and this team, still a relatively young team. You got to know, because if you're a team with champions on there, guys that have experience, you know this, you got to smell the blood in this game. And you got to take control. No disrespect to Lecce, but yes, I'm disrespecting you. We got to get this job done, okay? Forza Juve, does Weah really make a difference in build-up play compared to Dusan? I feel like Vlahovic gets criticized for stuff that's more on the team and tactics than it is on him. If you're going to ask me, you're going to get the same thing I was saying when he went down, that I don't expect this make or break difference. I have seen the issue all along as not being the individuals, but how we make sense of things. I literally said Mota was caught between flat 3 midfield and a part-time 10. Make your mind up. Either play the flat 3 and put 2 box to box, or play your 2 pivots and get your damn 10 central and close to the striker. Today, looks like he's opted for the 2 box to box. It looks better. I believe it's been tactics and more on Mota more than anything. And getting bodies forward, getting guys to actually get close enough to Dusan to involve any type of team play. Today, though, I said against Villa, it was every man for himself. An absolute free for all. Offensively, looked garbage. Today, it is more team play, more team oriented, and it looks better. Got to find the reward. Attitude, aggression. Got to find the urgency. Second half, jump on time, jump on top of Lecce. Do not give this team a sniff of hope of getting anything out of this. Giddy up, guys. Come on. But I do believe that it's not all on Vlahovic, and I always said he is not a detriment to the build-up to the level or degree that it was being made out to be. Okay? But, going back to that, just to finish on that, I still want to see Yildiz at the very top, and maybe that unlocks things. Or at least right in the heart centrally. I still want to see it. Giratina 70. Maybe Fagioli should come in for Cope Miners now. Thuram is playing fine. You could do that. And this will be a coach's or manager's preference type of thing. Because sometimes you want to get that guy going. This is Lecce. This is an opportunity. And like I said, a couple opportunities that maybe you just hit that sharpness, that pass. Maybe Cope Miners gets to the end of this and has a goal in this. But I don't know. I feel like it's there. I might start this second half the same as far as lineup. But you gotta send a message with the urgency and the intensity to start the second half. I'm not waiting like Milan to the 84th minute to get Fagioli in though. It's gonna be a short leash for these guys. Ramp up the urgency, pick up the pressure, and get after it. 55 minutes, if I don't feel that urgency, intensity, Fagioli's coming in for one of them. And it'll be whoever needs to come out at that particular moment in time. If you're basing it off the first half, maybe it is Cope Miners. But let's see. Cope Miners does give you a little bit more in terms of the creativity. Thuram's a lot of muscle. That's one thing to go there. Let's see. Let's see. Frank saying the players aren't on the same page in attack. Mota has no plan B. Yeah, I feel, you know, you've waited too long to do some of the things that we did very well in the first half here. Should have been done prior when we all sensed the issue in creation and the numbers just dropping and dwindling. Should have been done sooner. You probably have that sharpness. Let's see. Let's see. Giratina 70, it's a broken record, but I can't understand Mota's reluctance to use Yildiz at the 10. Imbangula could use some minutes too. And I do not understand for the life of me why you can't utilize Yildiz centrally. Especially if you're already opened up to it and the reports were coming out that you're going to try to give him freedom from the left wing role. But you're still going to hang back with Cambiaso, let him move forward in runs and everything. I don't know. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Like I said about Thuram, I love Thuram. I think he's doing fantastic. But until he figures it out in the final third, even as a box-to-box, he's got to get it dialed in up there. He's got to get it dialed in there. You can't be standing in the area after doing everything right to get there and then lose it cheaply. Something has to come from it. And Fagioli, I want to see Fagioli play advanced. We talked a lot about that in the pregame. This kid did incredible at Cremonese when he was the advanced mid. Now you're finally playing with two guys that are advancing out of the middle of the park. Fagioli could be the guy here. Don't wait too late. Substitutions, changings, adapting. I don't think we have to adapt anything as far as gameplay. We're doing the right things. The movement's good. The ideas are good. Breaking the lines well. Just pick it up. Just not so damn slow. Okay, not so damn slow. Following on from Yildiz at 10 feels like a new case of positional stubbornness, like Allegri with 3-5-2 and using Chiesa as a second striker. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know. Unless he feels that getting him out there gets him all of the guys he wants to see on the pitch at the same time. And he feels like you're sacrificing a Thuram, you're sacrificing Cope Miners to get Yildiz into that role. And maybe he likes the midfield guys in there because of the muscle. It's anybody's guess. And to be fair, Allegri liked his midfield's robust too. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Anybody's guess. Reminder, get the likes up. We're getting ready for second half action, okay? And Alex B, I knew you were going to come in there. It's too much goddamn muscle. There you go. Oh, let's go. We gotta take advantage here. We gotta come out with the right attitude and put them under. Stats to remind everybody: 62% possession for Juve, 5 total attempts to Lecce's 1. 1 big chance created by Juventus, and off the woodwork twice. Waste no time. Get after this immediately. The air horn's ready. Let's take care of business. Has to be 3 points. And there we go. second half kickoff. And Calvin, to answer your question, yes, one big chance Juve's way. Low hard cross in from Yildiz off the left. Thuram with a touch towards goal somehow. Missing a wide open cage. Hitting the post, bouncing off of Gaspar and back out. And Lecce starts the second half in possession. Flipping this out for Gallo. Danilo cuts it out, trying to find Conceição. Oh, he gets it. Good bounce for him. Out to Danilo. Oh my God, what a brutal transition, you guys. Good numbers going forward. Look like a deer on ice trying to collect this one. It is a corner for Juventus. Cope Miners set to take it. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Cope Miners takes it short. Into Chico. Out for Cope Miners. That is such a slow ball. He can't even get a cross in there. Cambiasso with a weak shot. Oh, followed up. Kalulu. Oh, Cope Miners. Great interception, and we can retain pressure here. Chico now goes back to Luca, though. Keep them pinned. Let's go. Get the movement up. Luca and Danilo with an exchange. Cope Miners with an exchange there. Where's the movement? There's nobody coming out to the flank here. Let's go. Way out of space there. Cambiasso inside. No movement. Here's Yildiz. Up to Cope Miners. Over to Cambiasso. When you wait too long, make a decision. And now out to Cope Miners, the top there. Oh, tried a little flick on. Cut off, but we still maintain possession. Chico's on it now. Pushing them back. Oh, to his right. Feints another cross. Feints two crosses. Out for Thuram. There's a cross. That's a good one. Back post. Oh. Too far for Yildiz. It's going to go all the way out to the other side for a Lecce throw. Come on, lads. Find that breakthrough. Come on. Come on, lads. Press them up here. Keep them pinned. Take control. Oh, my goodness. Gatti takes a swing and a miss here. Coming out to the side. Locatelli has to go and clean that up and does well. Good Lord. Jeez, Gatti. Let's be sure here, man, up there. Holy. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Corner kick here for Lecce. And here's the delivery. That's a good one. Actually headed down, but Perin, sharp, sticking with it. Swallows that up with a little rebound. Jeez. Blood pressure rising. Blood pressure rising, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Perin. To Gatti. To the outside on the right flank for Cope Miners. Back to Gatti. Now to Perin. Cambiasso right in the middle of the pitch. Kalulu on the left now. Over for Yildiz. Inside for Cambiasso. Now to Gatti. Gatti over to Kalulu. Come on, you guys. Got to start making some moves. Over for Gatti. Got space there. Let's go. Dish out the ball. Gatti to Danilo. Oh, right idea, but Luca just couldn't find Cope Miners on that run forward. That's out. That's going to be Juve throw. Good pressure there, Luca at the heart of that. Throw taken by Danilo to Luca, finding Cope Miners. Now in for Cambiaso. In for Thuram. He can turn. Out to Chico. Oh, yeah, beats Gallo. Out to the edge. Big block from Gallo. Good recovery after the early quick steps by Chico. 50 minutes, 30 seconds, 0-0. Another corner coming for Juve. Cope Miners again set to take this. Get this ball over that goal line now. This is back post again. Headed clear. It's going to go all the way out for Juventus throw. Calvin saying Paramount is acting up. I'm your live play-by-play. No pressure. No pressure felt. I live for this, Calvin. Let's go. Cambiaso to Danilo. Now to the outside right flank for Cope Miners. Cutting in. Eyeing up across. Decides against it. Plays it to Chico. Goes back for Danilo. Now right in the center of the pitch. Just outside the half circle to Locatelli. To Cambiaso on his left. Back to Locatelli. Scans but decides to go to Danilo to his right. Little ball over the top by Danilo. Way too much heat. Missing Chico's run down that right flank. Goes out for a goal kick. And you look at Gatti's big whiff and a miss there. Jesus. You just got to know when to stabilize. Thankfully, it wasn't a pacey guy. It was actually Raffia. I believed it was Kristovic at the start, but it was Raffia and Locatelli able to save that. This is a foul on Gatti. Advantage given to Lecce. Move forward. Over to Morente on the left flank. And now Lecce trying to cut inside there. Swallowed up by Danilo. Locatelli possesses. Now to Thuram. Inside for Cambiaso. He's got space. We're off to the races. He's running right in the heart of the pitch. Cuts on one guy. Gets to the area. Over to Chico. Oh, hit it, Cope. Oh, and it's blocked. Just hit the pass so he can one-time it. Why do you give him a pass so he's got to take a touch? Oh, my God. Put it across his body and do so quicker. Cope's frustrated, though. And you know what? He probably could have still gotten that off quicker. Let's go. You're just feeling the pressure, buddy. Shake it off. Corner kick. Yildiz set to take. Here it is. It's a good in-swinger. Falcone comes out, gets hands to it. And we do end up getting a foul call there. I believe it was for the contact on Falcone. It's going to get called back. 53 minutes, 10 seconds in here. Still 0-0. My blood pressure is rising. Let's hope that this watch-along doesn't become Berto having a jammer here in front of you all. Oh. 53 minutes. 30 seconds. Falcone driving this one up the pitch. Chested down by Raffia. Kristovic out to Dorgu. Cambiaso watching him. An overlap coming from Gilbert. Dorgu cuts to his left. Has a hit, but Perin. Eyes on that the whole way through. Ooh! Questionable ball into Cope Miners, but we come away with it. He does well to just preserve this one. Oh my God, and we're just way too slow. Garbage transition. Lecce turning it back at us. Here's Gilbert. Here's a cross. Headed back. Back post. Morente hit. And Perin stops. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's 55 minutes. I said if I'm not feeling the aggression, the attitude, I want to see Fagioli in there. I want to see a change. I'm not happy with this team's attitude coming out outside of breaks. You got to smell the blood in the water. This team is ripe for the pickings. Turn it up. Way up top's not really given a whole bunch. I get him out of there. Get Yildiz up there. Get Fagioli in this game. Come on. Chico's on it now. And Lecce just shutting down the flanks with like 5 bodies. Colt Miners now driving this one out towards Yildiz. But Gilbert cuts that one out and Dorgu keeps it in play. Has a play to Koulibaly centrally. Gives it to him. He's running into the center. 5 Juve players around them, and it comes out to Kristovic, takes a hit, and Perin again. No rebound given. But good Lord, Juve, wake up. Get Wea on the left wing, get Yildiz centrally, take off Colt Miners, and bring in Fagioli. I've made up my mind. I've made up my mind. Cambiaso. Out to Thuram. Too long. Into Locatelli. Out to Yildiz. Back out to Thuram. Too long here. And Locatelli. Now we're trying to force to Colt Miners, who wasn't even moving a bunch. No. No, I don't like this. I don't like this, everybody. Sending this one out to the left flank for Gallo is Falcone. Little flip over Locatelli there. Played it inside into the Mangati. Just looking like he can't read anything this second half. Dorgu. Oh, and Perin again. Swallows this one up. Holy smokes. From a second half where I want to see this team come out with some aggression and get going, it goes a complete fucking opposite. The complete opposite. The complete opposite to where Lecce is growing in momentum. Do not give teams hope. Do not give teams hope. They've got 4 attempts already in this second half. They had 1 in all of the first half. And just over 10 minutes in, they've already got 4. Let's go, you guys. The legs, nobody's moving. The options aren't there. And I'll tell you right now, Cambiaso jumping into the middle of the park too soon, it's not actually helping anything. He should start from further back and then get into the play. All it's doing is congesting everything, and it's bringing an extra defender in there. So it's stopping us from being able to break the lines. Pull back. Be the friggin' outside option. And then wait and then get involved. Frustrating to see. Gatti out to Chico. Gallo all over him. He plays it back to Danilo. Over to Locatelli. Now outside to Kalulu. And again, Cambiaso is central. And now he's advanced. Beyond Colt Miners, beyond Thuram, beyond Yildiz even. And he's in a spot where nobody can hit him with the ball. So it's completely useless. That is completely useless positioning. Locatelli trying to force the Chico cut off, but Juve regains possession. Danilo switching it for Kalulu. Hit Cambiaso there. There we go. Now you're on the outside. Yildiz is inside. Oh, drives that ball. It's got way too much heat. Chico does everything to save it. Does so well. Danilo now. Into Colt Miners. Into way on the... Oh, on his foot. Good ball from Colt Miners. Wea just can't set up a shot there. Bashiroto has it out. Corner kick for Juventus. Come on. And they want the retake. We took it short. He's asking for a retake. Good Lord. Come on. Here we go. Coat Miners. Here's the delivery. Get ahead to it. That's a good ball. All the bodies short there. Nobody getting to it. Locatelli on it here. Distribute this thing. There you go. Up to Gatti. Gatti turns and fires. Holy. We got to play him as striker? Unfortunately, the shot right at Falcone. But yeah, this whole thing with Cambiasso getting central is making it even harder for us to break lines or advance the pitch. Stay to the outside. Push it from there. Yildiz get closer to Weah. Slide inside centrally when that happens and we're on the ball. Do not bring an extra man into the middle and congest it. It's just playing to Lecce's cards right now. Oh my god, and they carve us up on the outside. It's Dorgu running at us. Ball inside, hit by Kristovic. Goal kick though as he misses target. They're coming back at us and getting way too many chances. This is going to be... We're at 60th minute mark, everybody. I got to see a change. I got to see a change here. Mota, you got to do something to turn this. And why is your team coming out so flat second? Cambiasso in the central again. In the central spot again. Widened out the two center backs. He gets on it here. Pops it over the top for Locatelli. Locatelli's got next to nowhere to go. They're swarming us. We're too tight. Conceição does very well to get out of this. Oh, that's ugly too. That's ugly. From the back too. You can't play the ball from the back there. Questionable to not get more than just a foul there. Holy Christ. Hack there. Jeez. Rui set to come into this game. The last time we saw him, it was shaky. Fagioli set to come in. Oh my god, and it's Gatti we're taking out, who has had a bit of a howler second half. That means Danilo is slotting into center back. Rui's going to come in as your left back. Cambiasso is going to move to the right side. Thuram is the one chosen to come out for Fagioli. All right. So you got some question marks now with Lecce growing here, and you got Rui, who was very shaky last time we saw him. He's going out to the left side, and now Danilo, who's been shaky at center back, is going to be there. Yeah. Blood pressure rising. Blood pressure rising. All right. Danilo now. Trying to drive this forward. Has Cambiasso immediately to his right. Inside. Goes back to Kalulu. Fagioli trying to come back to collect. Played to the outside for Rui. Inside for Fagioli. I'm still saying get Weah to the outside and Yildiz up centrally. It ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen this way, I feel. Locatelli to Danilo. To Cambiasso. Inside to Locatelli. Coat Miners making a little move here. Out to Chico. Cuts in. Two guys in front of him. You've got to find an effective avenue. But it is out for a corner. Coat Miners set to take it. Somebody got to get ahead on this. And now we send Gatti out. Kalulu's got to get in there. Danilo's got to get in there. Yildiz is actually the one heading over to take this. Coat Miners is probably going to be lined up to try and clean up some garbage. Come on, Yildiz. Lay it on a platter. Come on. Here goes. It's delivered. That's a decent ball. Headed out. Cleared out. Locatelli's going to head back and collect. Over to Cambiasso. Now switch field all the way over to Rui. Played forward. Rui back to Kalulu. Rui's going to keep it very simple, and that's fine. But here's Danilo. Now to the outside for Chico. To Cambiaso. Centrally for Locatelli. To Kalulu. We got to poke and prod here. Let's go. Get going. Rui. Back to Kalulu. Opens himself up. The wall there at the back is creating problems. We're not really sure where we want to go. Cambiaso central again. But they got 5 in the middle there. 5 across the back. Yildiz trying to take his man onto the outside. Nothing doing for a foul. 65 minutes, 38 seconds. Holy smokes, you guys. Blood pressure rising. Oh. Falcone drives this. Oh my God, Danilo. Oh my God, Danilo. Oh my God, Danilo. You guys, I'm running out of words here. I'm running out of words here with these questionable plays and maneuvers that Motta's going with. This is a game you just need to control and actually attack. And do so quickly. Intensity, aggression, send bodies. But you're putting a guy that can't hack it in a back four with a high line. It's just wild to me. I know that Gatti's on a howler there, but you know what it is. You're just taking one howler for another. Going back post. Headed out. Weah trying to carry this one out. Yildiz gets on it, trying to send Chico. And Gallo's working on Gallo. Trying to win that there. Forcing him back. Oh, almost out for a corner kick, but great one-man pressure from Chico. Quickly having it in for Cambiaso. Colt Miners, 1-2. Has a hit. Oh, it's blocked and it's in. I'll take it. Let's go. Yes. Finally. And I don't care how it comes. Let's go. 1-0 Juve. Holy smokes. I'm so sick and tired of how difficult we make life. But just do so with some conviction and quickly and move the ball around. Have some rips. Play quickly. You don't know what's going to happen. There you go. 1-2. Colt Miners. Cambiaso has a rip. And Gaspar deflects it into his own net. I'm taking it. I don't care. Finally. Dang. Holy. Blood pressure. Lowering. Blood pressure lowering. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh. All right. Can't afford any hiccups here. And like I said, this was a game we don't need just the win. We need some answers. The same answers we still seek, unfortunately. But the biggest thing is the 3 points. That is the biggest thing. And I don't like the attitude of the second half. I'm going to be 100% honest, everybody. But Cambiaso is credited with the goal. It isn't a Gaspar own goal. And it's 1-0. Colt Miners has a rip. Forces a good save from Falcone. It's okay. Let's go. Let's get that second. Seal the deal and move on. And this is the sad reality of where we're at. And this is the sad reality of where we're at because the goals have been so hard to come by. That we are flipping at a 1-0 with Lecce around the 68th minute. Like, crazy to me. Crazy to me. And exactly right, Apex. I'll take it, but if this is how the game ends, we need to play better. Cambiaso, thrown in to Locatelli, played forward for Chico, tries to settle it, but it can't. It's going to go out for a throw. Gallo's going to try to take quickly. Conceição says, take down a little bit of the heat there to Luca on that ball. And lower it. Kalulu eats this one up. Carries forward. Yildiz does very well in tight. Locatelli popping this one over the top. Trying to find Cope Miners. Gallo again being pressed. Takes a touch. And again, forced to stop it from a corner. It's going to be a throw-in. Deep in their territory for Juventus. Conceição leaves it for Cambiaso. Cambiaso in for Cope Miners. Out to Locatelli. Has a bullet. Actually hits Yildiz. And goes out. That looked like it was a bullet. Doesn't really phase Yildiz. Shakes it off quickly. And we resume play. Lecce with it at the back. Bashirotto and Falcone with some exchanges. Played inside centrally. Back outside to Gaspar. To Falcone. Bashirotto. And Lecce being pressed back, trying to work it out. Now does so to Gilbert. Oh, great challenge in there. Oh, yellow for his troubles on Fagioli. Looked like a well-timed challenge, to be honest, but must have clipped him. Got a guy down for Lecce. Give you guys the stats. Second half, 72% possession for Juventus. We have walked away with 8 total attempts to 6 from Lecce. No big chances either way, but the goal comes for Juventus. In total, it's 65% possession for Juve. 13 total attempts to 7. One big chance created by Juve. Here we go. Lecce with it at the back by Bashirotto's. Got to go back for Falcone. Falcone launching this one out to Gallo. That's going to be well high. Mbangula set to come on. It looks like he's going to take Yildiz off. '74th minute mark, 1-0 Juventus. Mbangula set to come in. Morente and Ramadani out for Lecce. Rebic and Caba coming in. Cambiaso. Cambiaso to Locatelli. Quick touch back out for Cambiaso. Foul there. Coat Miners back to Danilo. To Kalulu. Getting pushed back over to Ruhi from Pedin. Into Locatelli. Little touch to the outside for Mbangula. Back out for Kalulu. Popping it over the top. Trying to find Weah. Headed down by Gaspar. And oh my God, Danilo had to intervene there. Long ball sent through. Looking for Kristovic up top. Lecce quickly taking the throw. It's going to go back to Gaspar. The defender who had Cambiaso's shot deflect off of him and into the back of the net, beating Falcon. Here's Gallo trying to work a 1-2. They do. Gallo galloping up the left flank. Cross coming in. It hits. Oh my goodness. That's a big block there. Kristovic calling for handball. Big block there. It's way too open at the back there. We're not looking sure at all. Danilo lets that ball go through. And Kalulu comes up clutch with the block there. Oh my God, though. Instead of trying to cut it off, Danilo gets out of the way almost of this thing. I have no words. I have no words for this guy. He cannot play center back in a 4-back system. He is shaky. As shaky can be. Corner kick for Lecce here. This thing is far from over, everybody. 77th minute. Getting ready for this corner to come in here. And there it is. And that's cleared out. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a Lecce throw. Gallo set to take it. It's just going to go all the way back to the back line. Dorgu working up that flank. Force backwards. Fagioli and Ruhi with good work there. Bashiroto now. Cold Miners Club. That's a terrible ball. Looking for Gallo there. And that's going to relieve some pressure. And now Juve can regain it through the throw-in. Cambiaso set to take. My word. Kalulu doing well there. Fagioli doing well to come back and help. Perin on it now. Sliding it out for Ruhi. Oh, on the carpet. Finding Fagioli. Well done. Tries to flick it on there. It's cut out. And now Lecce trying to come back at Juve again. Cambiaso watching Gallo tight. Through ball. Sent beyond. Danilo. Cuts it out. Has it up forward for Cambiaso. Cambiaso just knocking it off of Gallo there. And again, Juve can recover and regroup. Cambiaso taking his time, chewing up some minutes, waiting for some options. Trying to go over the top there for Coat Miners. Conceição battling here. Lecce comes out with the ball. Raffia trying to have it in. Oh, Coat Miners being pressed there. Can't lose it. He does. Inside, Rebic trying to cut on us. Locatelli coming out, cleaning it up. Trying to pop it forward, but it's just going to go out. Lecce is just all over us, swarming us right now. And we can't sustain some good possession here and regroup. So Lecce stays on it. Oh, yeah. Danilo is done? Oh, yeah. Oh, he's done. The outside in coverage in games can happen, but that's it. Rebic lays this one off for a 1-2. Perin's going to come out, collect, wait here for somebody to show up before picking it up. Chewing some more clock as we get close to the 80th minute. Perin launching this one. Nobody battling that. You got Wea and Chico up there. Cambiaso being pressed. Danilo is just going to hammer this one up forward. Wea giving chase, but unable to really contest that aerial. Chico, good pressure there. Imbangula now pressing Gilbert. Up forward for Dorgu. And foul there on Imbangula. No. No foul, and it's going to go out be Juve throw. I'll take it. Dorgu not happy. All right. Udin's going to come in for Raffia. We're at the 81st minute mark. We got some shouts for man of the match. Who do you think's going to be in there? We got Perin being shouted out for early man of the match. I've got it between two right now. Got it between two. Coal Miners into Chico. Cuts inside central. Trying to find Wea. Can't find him. It's cut out. They're going to try to build up and come back at us on the counter. Switching it outside to the left. Rebic. Cuts inside. Draws a foul. And a yellow. Who's he giving the yellow to? Because Cambiaso's on one, so it's obviously not him. Looks like he's giving it to Colt Miners. Yeah, Colt Miners gets a yellow there. Free kick. In a good spot to swing it in for their bodies. They got 5 up there. We're going to see a young guy come in too. Here it comes. Swung in there, headed out and cleared by Juve, but Gilbert maintains the pressure. And he sends one in left-footed, and that's headed out. Forced back is Lecce all the way to the very back. And it's Buño that's set to come into the game. Most likely taking Wea off. Or potentially Chico. That cross is coming in, bouncing, and Perin reads it well, comes in and collects. Strange little cross coming in. He throws it out for Cambiaso. And Cambiaso does not get the throw in there. Lecce is going to win it. And now we're going to see the subs. And it is Chico Conceição coming out, making way for Buño. 18 years old. But Buño might go up to the top and Wea might slide out to the wing. Let's wait and see. Either way, I don't think Juve's pushing hard for anything here outside of just getting out of this game. And that is, in fact, what's happened. Wea's going to come out to the right, probably for more trust defensively, especially as you're trying to clamp down the game. 1-0, Juve against Lecce. I'm going to be quite honest. I'm not happy. I'm happy if we could see this out, get the 3 points, happy for the result, but I'm really not happy with the second half from Juve. I'm really not. And that's exactly right, Tuna. No answers. Still. No answers. Just a few new ideas and attempts that were put forth in the first and not in the second. My goodness, and I was muted. Apologies, everybody. Apologies. You guys know I've been battling this freaking head cold, whatever the hell it is, for so long. I'm not letting you guys deal with me blowing my nose, okay? It's all good. Anyways, what I was saying was Madonna Mia at that play. Long throw, headed on over there. Perin comes in and grabs it. I was saying Ruhi was putting in a good performance, and I was saying that Danilo, moving in centrally, has sketched me the hell out. And now you're all caught up. Imbangula tracking back, has this one out. It will be a Juve throw. Rui's going to set over there. We got a couple minutes. Get me the hell out of this game. Seriously. Get me the hell out of this. Get me the hell out of this game. We gained absolutely nothing from this. Gained absolutely nothing from this. Other than, of course, hopefully, I'm not even going to say it right now, okay? We still got some time. I'm not even going to say it. Let's just see what happens here. Locatelli's going to get the foul there after the touch. It looks like Rebic. And then they both kind of collide, but Luca comes out with a foul. $88, 10 seconds. It's 1-0 Juve. Lecce's going to send another ball in. Ask some questions. Perin's been razor sharp today. Nobody could say otherwise. They take it short out to the left for Dorgu. He's going to have this one in. That's going back post. Perin's coming out. Punches it out. Uh-oh. We got another cross coming in. Left-footed cross. That's a good one. Oh, headed. And it might have been Colt Miners that gets the head to it. And then Wea, no nonsense, launches this one up the pitch. Pressure being applied there from Puño. Forces them all the way back to Falcone. That's all you got to ask from the youngster. 18-year-old there. Push them back. 89th minute. Falcone launching this. Kalulu getting up. Locatelli getting up. But it's going to fall. Imbangula comes in. Cleans it up. Well done. Oh my God. That's a terrible pass. Dorgu on it now. Rebic back heel to Dorgu. Here's the cross. That's a good one. And Kalulu. Fagioli back towards the area. Go. Wow. Excuse me. Crazy. They can't save it. It's actually going to be a Juve throw over the halfway line. And that's going to allow us to relieve some pressure. This has been ugly, everybody. This is ugly. This is ugly. This is ugly. Launch forward. Cambiaso, little 1-2. Puño in there. It's got to be quicker. But, you know, understanding there with the 18-year-old. Kalulu stepping in, does well. Look at him. But Gaspar comes in. Puño gets it out to Mbangula quickly. We got 4 minutes of stoppage time. Maybe we had a second. Oh, Mbangula shots blocked. Wea gonna settle this one. Come back outside. Oh, nice little touch from Wea. And that's blocked, and Dorgu takes it away from him. Plays it forward. Rebic. Oh, and that's sent through ball, but Cambiaso reading it the whole way. It's there. Kristovic on him. Oh, Cambiaso tried to turn him. Coughs it up. And that's a hit. That's a big block from Luca. Doesn't let it go. Headed in. Oh, Perin with the save. But they call offside. Oh my goodness, man. Perin. In the end, that big save's not needed as it's called off. But what a stop from Perin. Jeez, this guy, man. This guy is unreal every time he's in there. Okay, I got 3 in the mix now for man of the match. Unbelievable. Weah flipped on. Bunyo, a little bit of pressure. Flip forward. Rui comes in, cleans it up. Fagioli trying to just settle this thing down. He does. Goes back to Kalulu. He goes back to Perin, who's been spectacular. Launching this one up. Bunyo trying to get up there aerially. Give a little bit of a battle. Don here. A little bit of pressure from Co-Miners. Cambiaso carries forward. Oh, there's a run. Oh, a touch too far ahead, though. Oh, Dorgu. Out to Kristovic. Locatelli watching him. Oh, that's a dangerous ball, and they equalize. Fuck. You gotta be shitting me, man. Cambiaso, what are you doing, man? Like, you're running up there and whatnot. You're completely out of position for the counter. There's nobody else going up. And you guys are sleeping. Guys are sleeping. Guys are sleeping. And Mota will face the music. Mota will face the music. I don't care about injuries. I don't care about all this. This was a game that should have been wrapped up. Nobody picks anybody up at the back post there. Gets through everybody. Look at Deli trying to defend on Kristovic there. Dangerous ball in behind the defense. Ruhi losing it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, you guys. I have no words. I have no words. Cambiaso getting absolutely loose with it up there for no reason. For no reason. And now you've got no Yildiz, no Chico, an 18-year-old up front. You're not going to... There's no time. It's over. This is disaster. And it's over. Absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. Absolute disaster, everybody. Disaster. Disaster. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear excuses. Injuries, all this, whatever. This is Lecce, for God's sakes. Lecce. This is Lecce. The first half, the way that happened, I told you at half what you got to do. You come out, you put the boots to them, you go throttle, and you get this game wrapped up. 1-0 is not wrapped up, and the second half, you were shaky as hell. Calling in Danilo to center back to help shakiness? Have we learned nothing? Has Mota learned nothing? And I'm not even going to go in on Ruhi at that back post coverage, not picking up the man, because that's a dangerous ball to defend. It's between you and your keeper there. Locatelli probably should have done better on Kristovic out there, but Cambiaso with... I don't understand. You're making this run, you're going okay, but nobody's coming with you. You can't lose it there. The moments, this team not understanding the moments. Players and coach, it ain't up to the level. It is not up to the level we need. This is an absolute disaster. And Cambiaso is hanging his head low right now. Head down. Thuram trying to console him. But you know what? God, is this infuriating. Oh my goodness. Absolutely brutal. They give Rebic the man of the match. And why the hell not? Because in barely any time, he did more than we should have been doing the entire match. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm running out of words. This is ridiculous, you guys. Schifo. You're absolutely right. Davide, schifo. Non ci credo. What? You go to Lecce. You play a first half. You could easily be a couple up. And how come every second half we never answer the bell? How, like, this game, you know, everybody knew. Motta, the players, media, the fans, has to be 3 friggin' points. And you come out with the flattest second half I've seen arguably this season, where Lecce grows and grows and grows and looks more likely to break the deadlock, if not for Perin. And Perin, again, with an outstanding performance, turned to shit. This team doesn't understand moments. This team is lacking the heart. This team is lacking the urgency. They're lacking the attitude. These are mindless, possession-based robots. Mindless, possession-based robots. There are no gears. It is hitting a switch on a brainless robot that's going to control the ball, and that is it. This is embarrassing. It's shambolic. It's an absolute joke. Don't feed me this unbeaten narrative. I'm not here for it, okay? I like the ideas Motta showed in the first half, but all first half we still said, way too slow, too easy, and you just can't close out a game. You couldn't close out Cagliari, and you couldn't close out Lecce. And again, something we talked about with Motta in the preview show was what? Substitutes, adjustments, adapting. I get it. Gatti was having a horror show. For the second half, he was sketch. But you gotta pick your poison there, man. And going to Danilo back there helped nothing. It helped nothing. Arguably made it worse. All the good things in the middle of the pitch we were doing at the first half went away. You had Cambiaso jumping into the mid and just congesting it and helping Lecce. There was no adjusting. And the subs. 1-0 is not over either. Chico, Yildiz come out. You're not getting anything after, and it's too late anyways. But after the first half, you gotta smell blood. This team can't realize moments, can't realize how the game goes, and even our goal was a shot deflected that went in. This is not anywhere near good enough from Motta. I don't want to hear anything about injuries, whatever. He has to figure this out and figure it out soon. And you still could have had Yildiz up top and moved Weah to the outside. We have a week between our matches. It's okay if those guys go 90. But the way that second half was going, this thing was sketchy. Questionable stuff from Thiago Motta. I swear to God, you guys. Questionable stuff from Thiago. Wake up, you guys. Storm the barn. You want to call in? You guys want to call in? There it is. Send me a text. I'll get you in. Send me a text. You want to come in? You want to? I'm running out of things to say. I've been saying the same things for how long now? I'm telling you guys. I'm running out of things to say around this team. This is an epic failure to not get 3 points in this game. I'm incredibly disheartened. I feel you, Anthony. It's incredibly disheartening. I cannot fathom this team being unable to turn the corner. It's crazy. We got people waiting to come in. We're going to get a couple in right now. We're going to start with Alex P. I'm going to do this in order as they come. Alex P first up. Alex. Hey, ciao, ciao, fra. How are you doing first off? Other than incredibly pissed off.
Extremely not well. This is going beyond any reasonable borders or anything like this.
I'm running out of things to say, man. I'm running out of words. I can't fathom this.
It's absolutely, I don't know what to call it. Ever since the Stuttgart game and the Cagliari draw after that, this guy got in his own head, and he's so freaking scared to play anything. He just relies on the muscle he has, and that's it. And these 3 midfielders, or at least the double pivot, or whatever, however he wants to put them on the pitch, they will not solve a single game for him. They're good at what they do, breaking games and breaking the play of the other team, but they will not solve anything.
What do you do from here? What do you do from here? If you're in his shoes, what do you do?
You cannot adjust anything for this. You just have to flip it on its head. You have to do something completely different now. Any kind of adjustments to this approach, to this lineup, to this system, it doesn't work. It doesn't bring anything.
My God.
For me, like less than 10 games in, for me, it was clear that we need to go back to 3-5-2.
3-5-2.
Yeah, Chico has no problem doing the dirty work. I was worried that we were going to be sacrificing him in the 3-5-2, but he has no issues with that.
Interesting, man. Interesting.
He's way more effective as a second striker than a winger. We've seen it.
As you come in, I want to give you this one. Storm the Barn. I'll pick one here. Do you still have confidence about Cope Miners? Are you starting that?
Personally, yes, but he's not playing. He's not put out there to succeed.
What do you think it is? Position?
As I said before, we got him in the summer. He plays instead of Luca.
So you want him further back, and you think that helps?
Yeah, definitely in front of the defense for sure.
Interesting. All right.
Organizing the press, but this doesn't bring us anything.
Yeah. This is incredible, man. Incredible. I'm going to keep it rolling. We got others wanting to come in. Alex, I thank you as always, my friend. Ciao, ciao. Hope for better days and better results, my friend. My God. Ciao, ciao. Let's see. So, yeah, it's going to get fiery here. What do we got? We got Aiden coming in here, and then I've got Jat. So, Aiden and then Jat. Let's get Aiden in here. He's coming up. Let's see what we got here. And same thing, I will fire some Storm the Barn out here. Aiden.
Yes.
Ciao. How are you doing, man? I know, frustrated, pissed off. Here we go. This is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I almost have, I kind of want to rant, but at the same time, I don't really know what to say. Like, I
hear you.
I thought this would be 0-0 at the start. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this would be 0-0. And, we get a deflected goal. Like, I was celebrating, but I thought, man, what if we don't keep a clean sheet?
It's not the way that second half was going. It's just, I was very, very, very pissed off with that performance. And I said it when the goal went in. I'm not happy with this performance. I'm not. I'll I'll gladly take the 3 points. We get it. We need them. But my God, that was ugly from a second half. And again, we're left questioning. We had no answers. We said if the result ends this way, we still learn nothing about this team. It's infuriating. Motta's going to have to dial something up with the guys he has. But this is a game that I don't want to hear about injuries. It's Lecce. It's Lecce. Whether it's
the least goals. Did they have the least goals in the league?
They scored 6 goals in 13 matches going into this game. And the second half, we made them look like we were playing against MSN and Barca or something. Like, it was ridiculous how easily they were cutting through us. And we had guys sleepwalking.
I was going to get man of the match, I think, if it weren't for the goal.
It's infuriating. It's infuriating. I have no words, my man. No words. But you nailed it on the head. You know, you want to rant, but you're running out of words. You're running out of words. My man, thank you for hopping on. I'm going to keep it rolling. I got Jat next up. Thank you. We'll see you in the chat, brother.
Have a good one.
Ciao, ciao. All right. So we get to Jat here. Jat, you're up. All right. And Jat's been a while. Hello.
Yeah, it's been a while. I was at the Villa game as well. I went to watch it live at Villa Park.
Yeah, well, it's been a while. Happy to get you back on. My man, please tell me what you think here and how we as Juventini go from here.
Well, I mean, like I said, I was at Villa Park, and I think the thing that stands out when you're watching live is the distances, right? I know you spoke about it in the little post-match game, but it's the most infuriating thing to see. I mean, I think, like you said, we should be beating Lecce with the side we put out, but like the problem we've got is that our wingers are hugging the touchline. Like when Yildiz has got the ball, you haven't got Chico attacking the back post and vice versa.
Yeah.
When he's got the ball, you know, when Chico's doing his thing, beating his man, you've got no one gambling in the box.
Yeah.
And then, you know, and Koopmeiners just keeps dropping too deep. Like, he's almost just got to say, you've got to pay closer to the strikers. I know we don't have players, but we should be beating teams like Lecce with the players we've got. It's,
100%.
There's adjustments that could be made to this team, and he's got to make them because we're just seeing the same rubbish. And I think, Al, you've spoken about it as well, like, you know, giving Yildiz a shot down the middle. If you've got Weah and Yildiz on the same pitch, even if it's just for 10 minutes, there's a bit of rotation in the game, just switch them out. Stick Weah on the wing, stick Yildiz as the 9, and see if we can just have a bit of variation, because it's so predictable.
It's mind-numbing to me how, and I said this after the Villa game, especially when I pulled up those screenshots talking about everything you just highlighted. If you're watching the tape as a coach, I'm really, really drawing my attention your way more than the individuals out there, because if you're not seeing these things, I'm really starting to get worried. And I brought this up the last live show as well. I don't want to see a one-trick pony managing the squad. Like, you've got to come up with solutions when the issues are right there in front of you. I mean,
and the other part where I was screaming at the TV set today was just, you know, I generally think we win that game if you just bring on Fajoli and Mbangula as your two changes, and just make, you know, I get it, we got a thin squad, they played on Wednesday, you know, they're putting in the minutes, but like there was so many, like, you know, it was just Rui made a similar mistake. I can't remember earlier in the season where he just doesn't read it fully. And again, I know Cambiaso's at fault as well, but you know, manage the game out. Just keep your experienced players on the pitch and don't get that many youngsters on at 1-0.
That was just mind-blowing too. And even Cambiaso, like, it's just like you have to understand what's going on. Like, a coast-to-coast run is not the call there with nobody else up in front of you, with you, and all of them pressing, waiting to get that back. It's just, it was a mess from the get-go, that play, and you just almost felt like something was going to happen. I didn't want to jinx it or say it, but the way we played that second half, I'm not feeling anything in terms of attitude, aggression from this team. I said they feel like robots. It feels like watching robots there. Possession-based robots, lacking flair, creativity, ideas from their own, and not the best of guidance in terms of the errors we can see, the shortcomings we can see that aren't having answers. It's crazy. This is a brutal result, and I'm furious. And I think Motta's got to face some heat. I don't want to hear about the undefeated card. I don't want to hear about that. This is a game. You get 3 points, period. I don't like it. There's no gears to this team.
Yeah, and I always say it's like if you have 3 games and you have 3 draws, it's the equivalent of 1 win and 2 losses. Like, and Motta has to start realizing that, because that's how many points we are continuously dropping in all competitions right now. It's crazy.
It is insane the amount of points we're dropping with draws. We broke the record for most draws in a calendar year, and now we're adding to it. This is the 10th draw this season. It's insane. It's insane. Something's got to change. Brother, appreciate you coming on. Appreciate all the support. We're going to keep things rolling here. Yeah, this is it's wild, everybody. But yeah, we've got, I think I'll bring in one more here. Okay. Let me see. Oh, hang on. I'm having issues here. We might have to call it a wraps here. If I didn't get you on, hey, we got the post-match pod tomorrow. Don't worry. We'll be talking more, everybody, okay? The frustrations are out there. Everybody's at their wits' end. 10 draws from Dishiliopa here is actually crazy. It is actually crazy. These are winnable matches. I feel like because it's new, because fans sometimes fear that they're going to be seen as being too reactionary. This is not too reactionary, everybody. This is a problem. This team cannot go through the gears. The same problems, the same concerns I've had for a certain period of time now, people are starting to catch up. People are starting to catch up now. My eyes have been open for quite some time, and I said I'm not seeing enough of the changes to get things rolling. No guts, no glory. You know, guts is part of it. But again, where is the management? Where is the reading of the game? How can a guy, a fan, how can us fans sit there and say, you could see the space is terrible. 2 guys against 6. You could see a guy that's not actually playing as a 10. You could see a striker, whoever the hell you put up there. I called it before Vlahovic got hurt. I said, you could put somebody else in there. Nothing's going to change unless Motta changes. Motta is not changing. He needs to change before we see this team change. It's on Motta, everybody. It's on Motta. Fire him? No. We're not there. We're not there. Okay? First and foremost. We're not there. But we need help. Giuntoli must sign a center back on a free now. Yeah, I think so. I said it. You wasted 2 weeks when that free agent could have been integrated somewhat in training with the team back in the international break. It's silly. What are we doing? You cannot use Danilo there. You cannot play Danilo there. The next time he comes on at center back, I will remove myself from watching potentially. Seriously. Motta played with fire. He was playing with fire with Gatti because Gatti all of a sudden went brain dead second half. I don't know what the hell that showing was. And he made Motta go rogue. It's crazy. It's crazy. Marco, what do you think about Conte winning 1-0 while we playing 0-0 or 1-1? I'm starting to regret not going back to winning coach, but we rather choose dead ball possession with Motta. I've just been so sick and tired of reunions, you know, and also, as I brought up my concerns with Motta weeks ago, I did not think we were getting someone so hard-pressed into one thing. At Bologna, he seemed to adapt to what the opponents were going to do. He switched between 3 setups. They looked better. They seemingly worked better. But again, it's a lot different there because you can draw 10 games at the start of a season at Bologna and be praised for unbeaten. At Juve, you're not going to be drawing Lecce and getting a free pass. I don't know. Hindsight's 2020, but I still stand firm. I don't know about these reunions. And you know what? Whatever happens there, happens there. But I don't know. I need this guy to show me he's not a one-trick pony. Vincenzo, not being around the bush. Motta needs to be fired immediately. Oof. I don't know. Wing of Winter saying suddenly he can't adapt his setup after Stuttgart and the 4-4 versus Merda. That might be the exact moment this guy is in his head and losing that attitude, that edge up front to really get after it. There has been a shift. Make no mistake about it. And today the second half was so damn safe when we should have stepped on the throttle, smelled the blood. Painful. You guys, I'm running out of words. Is Motta at risk of losing the confidence of the players now, as well as the fans? As a professional, I don't think he will lose the players. I don't think he'll lose the confidence of the players, but frustrations are starting to boil over, and you could see it today with certain players. Cope Miners being one of them. And you could see hands going up and everything. And they're all feeling the heat. They know they need to create more. They know they need to score more. It's going to be a bumpy ride. But make no mistake about it. This is Motta's to fix. 1,000%. And he's got to do it. Tomorrow, I get Omer. And Omer's always the one telling me, settle down. Settle down. I'm calm. I'm cool. I'm not. I'm fired the hell up, everybody. And tomorrow, me and Omer are going to take each other on with this current Juve. Same time as always, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Again, if I didn't get you on call-ins, I apologize. There'll be more opportunities, all right? Just reach out to me. Let me know you want to get on, and we will work it out, all right? I got to go clear my head. I got to go for a walk. I don't know. I might have to get a hammer and just smash my head a couple times because this was pain to the umpteenth degree, okay? I have no idea. I have no idea, you guys. On to the next one. It's Bologna. Man, please. Gotta get the wins going and gotta rack them up. And today should have been one. I am furious, everybody. Hopefully I calm down, but I doubt it. Tomorrow should be a fiery one. I'll see you all there. No matter what. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve. But Motta, I got eyes on you, man. Wake up. Wake up, brother. This is piss poor and brutal. I demand better. And the fans are right to demand better. Let's go. Sort this shit out. Today, Motta's going to get a big flop. Big flop from Berto. Take care, everybody. Let's go ease the pain. Back at it in the morning. Ciao tutti. Thank you for the watch along. As always, AJC Army, second to none. Ciao, ciao.